Hi, I'm Maya from Bookworm Dreams and welcome to a new video. As you can see from the title, today I'm going to haul some books and unhaul some books. So last week I went to the cinema, and every time we go to the cinema, my sister and I, we go to this bookshop. And that last week I was in a certain mood and I was like, okay, I'm buying stuff. So here are all the books that I bought. So I got The Consuming Fire and The Last Emperor by John Scalzi. These are books 2 and 3 in the Interdependency series by John Scalzi. I have book 1 somewhere on my bookshelf. I read this whole series and I enjoyed it very much, so that's why I got the books. Next, I bought a whole trilogy. So I bought the Green Bond Saga trilogy by Fonda Lee. So I have Jade City, I have Jade War, and Jade Legacy. In this series, Jade is the lifeblood of the city of Janloon, a stone that enhances a warrior's natural strength and speed. It is mined, traded, stolen, and killed for, all controlled by two families equal in their power and ruthlessness. When a modern drug emerges that allows anyone, even foreigners, to wield jade, simmering tensions between the two clans erupts into open war. So, I guess mafia stuff? In a fantasy setting, should be very interesting. I'm looking forward to reading that. Christina and I are going to read the whole series starting from, I think, September or October. Then I bought a book with a dragon, so I bought Waking Fire by Anthony Ryan. And does it say what it's about? Okay, it says here, this is an action-packed novel of exploration and adventure, spice and assassin, explosive magic, and furious battle to forge an empire. This was definitely a cover by, because I haven't read yet anything by Anthony Ryan, even though I do have several of his books on my bookshelf. But yeah, it has a cool dragon, so reading that for Draconathon or maybe Tom Topple, because it is over, it's 650 pages. Next, I got The Grey Bastards by Jonathan French. This book won the, I think it won the self-published fantasy blog off in some year, I don't remember. Basically, we follow characters who are half orcs, right? I have no idea. So Jekyll is proud to be a grey bastard, member of a sworn brotherhood of half orcs. Yeah, half orcs. Unloved and unwanted in civilized society, the bastards eke out a hard life in desolate no man's land called the Lots, protecting frail and noble human civilizations from invading bands of vicious half-blooded orcs. But on the heel of the ultimate betrayal, Jackal will start to question where his true loyalties lie. I'm looking forward to this one. I think I actually have an audiobook of this as well. And the last book I got was one I also read before. So this is Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. This is one of those bigger editions. You know how you usually have, let me see. Basically, it should be this size. But so when Christina bought King of Scars, this is book 1 in this duology about Nikolai from the Grishaverse. She also got this kind of edition, and when I bought it, I had the smaller one. So we exchanged our books. So when I saw this, well, I have the same, and my other book is in the same edition, so I will be like level. So this is book 2 in the Nikolai duology. So if you have read anything by Leigh Bardugo in her Grishaverse, you know who Nikolai is, and in these two books, we follow what's been happening to him after the events of, the first trilogy and the Crooked Kingdom duology. So yeah, I read it recently. I really enjoyed it, loved the audiobook, and it's really good. Alright, let's unhaul some books. Flame in the Mist. Unhauling this one. Oh, the Iron Duke. Let's Roar. Let's haul. Yeah. No, Daughter of the Burning City. No. Autonomous. I'm not reading this again. And now let's quickly go through all the books that I'm going to unhaul. I'm probably going to just give them to my library because most of these books are in English, and I guess they would welcome books in English. We'll see. So, first one I'm unhauling is The Iron Duke by not Magellan, sorry, did not check how to pronounce the author's name, Brooke. This is a steampunk romance. Next we have this one. This is by a Croatian author, Ivan Lutz. It's called Samo igraj, or Just Keep Playing. It's a science fiction book which I read last summer and I did not like very much. I mean, it has a wonderful cover, very beautiful, but I'm not going to reread this, and to keep it just to show for like a book with a wonderful, beautiful cover, it's just like, no. Then I'm unhauling this. This is Rene Adie's Flame in the Mist. This is the like Mulan retelling, I believe, right? About a girl who pretends she goes, I think she's going to her wedding and her caravan gets attacked, and so she pretends to be a boy to find out who tried to kill her, and then stuff happens. I mean, it's YA fantasy, so I'm not gonna reread this. Then this is Janny Wurst's To Write Hell's Chasm. Now this book has actually a very, it does have a special place in my heart. Basically, I got this book because of Reddit's Fantasy Bingo Challenge. The first time I did it like 5 years ago, and I had to read a standalone book. Standalone fantasy was one of the prompts, and I didn't have one, so I had my sister buy me this one. I read it. I'm not going to reread it. It's humongous, and it's very it was very frustrating because people were being mean to other characters and such, and whatever. I mean, it was an okay book, but I'm not going to reread it, so I'm going to give it to someone who is going to read it. Next, I have Triangulum by Masande Nchanga. I read this a couple of summers ago. It was a mistake reading this, because I read this like, oh, it's going to be a beach book. It's a science fiction book about an astronomer receives a mysterious manuscript called Triangulum, containing a memoir and a set of digital recordings from an unnamed woman who claims the world will end in 10 years. The manuscript is passed around from the office as a curiosity, but when eco-terrorists eco-terrorist activities described begin happening, and with startling precisions, the amusement becomes deadly serious. I read it. It was alright, but what to remember from this book is that I was very confused reading it, so I'm going to give it away to someone who might actually understand what the hell was happening in this one. I'm unhauling Autonomous by Annalie Lewitz. This is a science fiction story about a woman who basically, how do I say this? She's a drug pirate, and one of the drugs that she pirated and sent away is causing people to have a lot of trouble. And I do believe there's also a dude here who's trying to fuck a robot, if I remember correctly. Anyway, I'm not going to reread this, so I'm just going to give it away to people who might want to enjoy this. Alright, next I have Amanda Foody's Daughter of Burning City. It's a YA fantasy. I'm not going to reread, so I'm sending it away. Then we have The Last Namsara by Kristen Ciccarelli. I don't know, it's an Italian name. I know Christina might be able to pronounce it, but I'm not. Also a YA fantasy. I do believe the chick is trying to kill a dragon, or supposed to kill a dragon, but she finds out the dragon has stories. And anyway, YA fantasy. I'm not going to reread this again. Then we have Roar by Cora Carmack. Also a YA fantasy. The last three are all Fair Loot editions of YA fantasy that I'm not going to reread again. I might have enjoyed them 5 years ago when I read them, but I'm not going to reread them again, so that's why I'm getting rid of them. So yeah, I think I am getting rid of more books than I hold, which is good, because I do not have any more space in my red shelf, and I don't have a lot of space on my TBR shelf. I do have a whole Billy bookshelf full of books that I haven't read, and I'm slowly going through them. But yeah, that's my book haul and book unhaul. If you have read any of the books that I have hauled or unhauled and you want to share your opinions, please do down below. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, and you can subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. There are some links in the description box for you to check out, and that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!